Sagittarius, it's no coincidence that you are watching this just in time. Intuitive Tarot reading. Trust that there is a message here for you. Now, if you're a regular Saggy, welcome back. Thanks for calling in for another reading. And if you are a newbie, welcome. My name is Bronya. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, and I'm looking forward to bringing you through this message. Now, if you do enjoy it, please do like, share, comment. That really does. And subscribe. That's the most important thing. That's what keeps the lights on and the readings flowing around here. Be forever grateful for that. Also, if you are a newbie, do drop me a comment. Let me know where you're tuning in from, because I also love to know that. All right, I have got two really powerful cards here. I have Nothing is Yet Set in Stone, Mutable Moon, and Have Faith in Your Dreams, Waxing Crescent Moon. So you're being told here that there is still hope, right? Faith, hope, it's the star energy, which links to Aquarius energy in the major arcana. Nothing is yet set in stone. Like, even if there's been a door closed or you've been given an answer no, you know, time is an agent of change. Things can shift. So we're getting the message here that it's still possible. Your dream is still possible. I love that. Now, we have the strong moon energy, which can link to Pisces. Like I said, we have a nod to the star, which is Aquarian energy. You might be dealing with one of those signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. They might be your moon placement or your rising. If you don't know that information, you can get your natal birth chart from ASTOPIA. That's the app I use. It's really enlightening because, you know, your sun sign or your rising sign on its own is just one piece of the puzzle. So download that if you'd like to get your birth chart. I mean, there's so much more to that app than the birth chart. So you can get daily and weekly horoscopes, compatibility check your partners, and many other cosmic insights. It's the app that I've been personally using. I always check my daily message when I'm doing my cards in the morning. So I will link that down below for you if you would like to check that out. Okay, let's keep moving. Deep emotional healing has come through. Now, Sag, I see the water in this card, and I see somebody out to sea here with big waves. And of course, water is always a metaphor, like in our dreams or visions and in divination, of emotional depths, right? So you've been riding the emotional waves, maybe feeling out to sea in a situation, but Spirit is saying that deep emotional healing is possible, or maybe you've been on a healing, you know, after a healing journey, after, you know, some kind of loss or disappointment, but actually, Spirit wants you to know that nothing is yet set in stone. Your dreams are still possible, so have faith. I am intrigued. Let's keep going, Saggy. Okay, personal readings and healings. You'll find the link to wildlotustarot.com. Remember, you can find me on the socials, Instagram and TikTok, for different daily readings. Wow. Okay, the world, the universe. For those of you that know tarot, you know, you'll know that this is the very last of the major arcana, and it comes after judgment. And the universe is interesting because it talks about profound, big cycles. Collectively and astrologically, we are all in a new cycle that we moved into after the eclipse season, which wrapped up at the end of last month. And we've been given these new karmic contracts, right? Meaning that new people, places, situations will show up in our life for us to actually, you know, fulfill those. So nothing is yet set in stone. Something might be coming back around, or still, you know, being conspired for you, because, you know, we really had to get past that time before it could come in. The world is very much a spiritual graduation, integrating the learning of the past cycle, but there's some kind of powerful new beginning here. Like, maybe you feel like you've been through that reckoning of final judgment, the deep emotional healing, but now your dream is coming back around. Wow, sorry, Knight of Wands here. Saggy, that's you in the minor arcana, and it's forward movement. It can also be associated with really, really good news. You know, if you were waiting to hear back, or, you know, like I said, you might have even gone through a situation where you were told no. Hey, time can change things. Maybe no becomes a yes. So the Knight of Wands brings us the Ace of Wands, you know, that passionate new beginning, new energy, new growth, new potential, new life. And yeah, it's going to move you forward on some kind of new adventure or new quest. Here goes the Star. So we were speaking to that, the faith in your dream. That is the Aquarian energy of the Star. We are in the age of Aquarius. Now, the one thing about the Star is it brings renewal. It brings rebirth. And it's almost like cosmically the foundation has settled now. And now the stars are coming into alignment, right? We have a rethreading. So I just get the feeling that something is coming to fruition. This is known as the divine wish fulfillment card. So it's what spirit, you know, really wants to conspire with you is coming into balance. So it's a very exciting energy, the Star, you know, it's just gorgeous, and it comes after the Tower. So like I said, I was feeling like some of you had been through the reckoning of judgment, but maybe it was a little bit more like the Tower. And it's funny how I was saying the foundation is settling, because the Tower talks about, you know, a really big shake-up or going through a really big situation where there might have been a tower fall, which could be a relationship, could have been a loss of a job or something else. But now we have, maybe that had to happen because there was learning, there was growth, there was healing. And now the dream can be possible. Knight of Cups. Oh, wow. Double Knights, which are progress, forward movement. The Knight of Cups is the invitation, the proposal. It can be an apology, reconnection of heart. Yeah, it's there's an opportunity here that you thought was lost, but nothing was set in stone actually. Here's the Emperor. Okay, well, I'm going to just make the spread. Here, look at the beautiful like teal color here too. That might be one of your favorite colors, but the 10 of Cups is here. The Emperor Aries energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, could be a partner, an authority who is offering you this Ace of Cups. We talked about the foundation settling, and the Emperor is the most solid, most stable, most grounded, meaning things are in place to build this empire. What kind of empire are we building? 10 of Cups. This is a best life energy, and you know, it all starts with the Ace of Cups. It all starts with the emotional new beginning and being invested in that and moving forward. And the Emperor says, think about what you really want for your life and take control, take charge from that place. There's been some real sort of strategic moves here. I don't know, this had to come back apart before it could either come back together or so that you could be realigned. That's what I'm getting. No's are not always no. They are no in the moment, and they can become yeses. Have faith in your dreams. Somebody needed deep emotional healing, but that is complete. That completed with that last karmic cycle, which was wrapped up at the end of March. And now we just have so much new energy coming in, and we have a re-establishment of faith and hope in some kind of dream. It is happening, okay? So you can expect a message, or you can expect to hear from somebody. Somebody might have changed their mind, you know, I made a mistake, it was you all along, something like that. Saggy, I am going to leave it here. Do check out ASTOPIA if you want to learn more about the astrology at this time, or compatibility check someone, or just get those cosmic insights. You can also arrange a personal reading or healing with me. Do check out my website, wildlotustarot.com. I will link that down below. What else? You can find me on the socials, Instagram and TikTok. And do check out your 2025 year ahead tarot reading as well. It really might give you some deeper insight as to how this energy is playing out across the next few months. I am wishing you so much love and magic. Do take care, Sag. Bye for now.